Suzanne Vega is more likely to be compared with Joni Mitchell and Jane Siberry, yet she's sharing the top of the pop charts with people like Madonna and Whitney Houston. No one is more surprised than Vega herself. She's a 28-year-old New Yorker with her roots planted firmly in folk. Her single, Luca, is in the top 5 on the pop charts now. It's a haunting song about a battered child, unusual subject matter for a pop hit. Last year, a song she wrote for the movie Pretty in Pink called Left of Center also did very well. Her debut album in 1985, called simply Suzanne Vega, drew praise, but not many sales in North America. Marlene on the Wall, about a mocking Dietrich photo, is from that first LP. Vega's latest album, called Solitude Standing, has broken her out of the folk mold, but not out of her on-stage shyness. She doesn't exactly kick up her heels during a performance.
I finish up my coffee and it's time to catch the train.
Vega is on a worldwide tour, which includes Canada.
Thank you.
With us now from Vancouver is Suzanne Vega. Hi, Suzanne.
Hi there.
How are you?
Pretty good.
Now, I don't think I'm alone in not being able to figure this out. A lot of people have a hard time figuring what you're all about, and I'm wondering if you don't get some secret joy in that mystery.
I guess I do. I guess I've never tried to sort of fit myself into any sort of what's the word, definition. I guess I feel like it's my job as a songwriter to keep breaking different definitions, and in that way, I guess I do get some secret joy from it, I suppose.
You seem a little bit uncomfortable with success. I mean, it's almost like Groucho Marx's line, "I don't want to belong to any club that would have me as a member."
Well, I don't know about that. I'm slightly uncomfortable with success, I think, because it had always been my intention to be really independent. That's why I started songwriting to begin with, was because I'd wanted to earn my living in a job where I didn't have to report for work, you know, where before I got my record deal, I was a receptionist, and I had to be at work at 8:30 in the morning, and somehow it just never seemed like my cup of tea. So I thought, well, I'll be really independent, and I'll do this. I'll be a singer-songwriter, and now I find that I have to work, you know, report for work more than I used to when I was a receptionist, and there's that aspect to it that I don't really care for that much. But in the long run, I mean, we'll see. This year it's been too hectic and crazy to really figure out what's been happening, but I think next year I'll figure out whether I like success or not.
No,
I'm comfortable with it.
There's another quote here that stood out for me. "I like the body I have now. I wish I had it when I was 16, and I wanted to be a dancer."
Well, yes, I did say that, and it's true. When I was 16 and I was a dancer, I was, I guess, about 20 or 25 pounds heavier than I am now. And I find that as I've grown older, I've gotten a lot stronger and a lot sort of leaner. And I'm sort of more compact and stronger than I used to be. So I think that's what I had in mind.
I want to talk to you about the song Luca, which is about a battered child, because a lot of people said to me it's very strange to hear on a top 40 radio station where they are determined to make you feel good about things, that a song about a battered child would be getting such airplay, and then in fact it made a lot of people cry. And I wondered, is that the reaction you wanted, or do you want them just to catch on to that melody?
Well, I wanted to make a point, I guess. I mean, the boy in the song says you just don't argue anymore. But I feel like, I wanted to sort of reveal his point of view. I'm being rained on here. Excuse me.
Uh-oh, hold on.
But, so yeah, that was the point of the song. I do agree that the instrumentation and the production of it is a little more upbeat. See, it takes on a very different feeling when I sing it alone with my acoustic guitar. But I like the way it sounds with the band, because I also didn't want it to be too much of a sad, introspective, melancholy song. I did want it to have some strength to it, because I felt that the boy was a strong person and, you know, was not sort of a self-pitying type. So I wanted it to have a strong backbone to it.
You know, you never thought you'd become fashionable in music and have an appeal for a lot of people. So what's it like now to suddenly be fashionable?
It's a little weird. That's the weirdest thing about it all, is that it makes me wonder sometimes whether I've done something wrong, that I appeal to so many different kinds of people. It makes me feel like perhaps I'd better think twice and really work to retain my individuality, or else I'll just be everybody's cup of tea, you know.
Now, one of your favorite ways to amuse yourself is to stare out the window.
That's one of them, yeah.
You know, because I thought of John Lennon's song, Watching the Wheels Go Round, but he wrote that after being in the business for years and years and years, and I wondered, I mean, that's his song is about getting out of the business and trying to sit back and just watch things and get back to reality, and I wondered if that was going through your thought process at all.
Well, yeah, it's crossed my mind. Well, the thing is that I'm still getting accustomed to everything that's happened, so I really, I don't know whether I'd want to give it up until after I get back home, and then I'll rest for a minute, and then I'll see which suits me better.
Do you think you're ever going to change on stage? I mean, it's been said that you're a closet rock and roller, and I wonder if Suzanne Vega is ever just going to let loose.
Well, you never can tell. I think lately on stage I've changed a little bit. I move more than I used to. I'm feeling more confident. I mean, I was a dancer for a long time, and when I first started moving on stage, I couldn't remember my lyrics and move and play the guitar at the same time. I would just stop, like the words would fly out of my head. But lately I find that I do feel more confident and I can move more, and so maybe I'll just keep getting stronger and stronger.
Nice to meet you. Good luck on the tour.
Thank you.
Let you get out of the rain.
Okay.
When we come back, we'll go looking for